So 2 seminary students walked into a falling in reverse video. Yeah. All right. So we'll just get it out of the way. We're Christians.
We are.
I've listened to this song quite a few times.
I've never heard it. Shame
on me. Shame on me. This is a song by Falling in Reverse. Ronnie Radke is the brains behind the band. He was in a band called Escape the Fate many years ago in the Warped Tour heyday.
Okay.
I actually knew some Escape the Fate before, and then he got into some legal trouble, and he's very open about what happened. But he went to prison.
Okay. While
While he was in prison, he made this band, Falling in Reverse, in prison.
Wow.
So that's a boss move.
That is a boss move.
And I will go as far as to say I do think he's a musical genius. There are some other songs where he rearranges stuff, and dude's got the voice of an angel.
Wow.
Also can rap. A lot of crazy stuff. I think
You're setting the bar high for this guy.
this man is a rapper. He's trying to get me into hip hop.
I am.
I was in a pop punk band. I'm trying to get him into metal. So this is the perfect melding of metal and hip hop.
We'll take your word for it.
All right, so
Let's do it. Popular Monster.
Popular Monster.
All right.
Prepare for not family friendly content. Starting off cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up every morning with my head up in a daze. I'm not sure if I should say this, fuck, I'll say it anyway. Everybody tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. I don't know if it's a phase, I just wanna feel okay. Yeah. I battle with depression, but the question still remains. Is this post-traumatic stressing or am I suppressing rage? And my doctor tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. Yeah, it's not a fucking phase, I just wanna feel okay. Okay, yeah, I struggle with this bullshit every day. And it's probably cause my demons simultaneously rage. And if it overrates me, the same stuff rates me. I'm about to break down, looking for a way out. I'm a cheater, I'm not believing from not popular. My friends break down, falling into love, now it's falling apart. Popular monster.
Says a lot.
I think I'm going nowhere like a rat trapped in a maze. Every wall that I knock down is just a wall that I replace. I'm in a race against myself. I try to keep a steady pace. How the fuck will I escape if I never close my case? Oh my god, I keep on stressing. Every second that I waste is another second sooner to a blessing I will take. But my therapist will tell me that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a fucking stage. I just wanna feel okay. Okay, motherfucker, now you got my attention. I need to change a couple things, cause something is missing. What if I was a lie? Tell you everything is fine. Every single fucking day, I get closer to the grave. I am terrified. I fell asleep, but I will again. Just my God, just to feel it. Let out raise me. Terrorize me. I am like this. I'm about to break down. Looking for a way out. I am a cheater. I'm not believing from not popular. My friends break down. Falling into love.
There's some falsetto. So, if that's the most hip hop metal song I've ever heard.
That was something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there thinking, like, throughout the video, you know, he's seeing these people like they got these different eyes and stuff, and he's kind of like huddling to himself and stuff, and then he gets into his, I guess what he calls his doctor, so a psychiatrist most likely, and he's talking to him, and dude's on the phone calling people, and when the people come to the door, they're like monsters outside and stuff. And so I'm almost thinking like he's dealing with schizophrenia or something like that for a second. And he turns into a freaking werewolf.
Right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was coming.
He likes that imagery because he has a song called "I'm Not a Vampire,"
Okay.
which deals with his alcoholism.
All right.
And so basically, Ronnie Radke takes everything that he goes through in his life and he just pours it into his music.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, it's kind of funny because when I love this song. I listen to it a lot because I love that chorus. It just there's something about the melding of the hip hop elements with the like when he's rapping over that full drum set.
Yeah, the double
that
kick
kills
and
me.
everything, yeah.
But it's always kind of weird when I'm like listening to it because I'm singing it and he like part of the lyric is I'm a non-believer and like in my head I'm like no really
Check yourself real quick.
I actually no I'm a believer
Yeah.
but so yeah I don't know, I listen to it and I just think, you know, this is Ronnie giving his experience. This is the way that he's experiencing life.
Yeah.
And, you know, I am a believer, so that's a part of who I am. But hearing his experience, you know, that's just kind of...
Yeah, and as he turns into this werewolf, this monster, this popular
Right.
monster he's been telling us about this whole time, I think I also found it interesting they started in a court.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that definitely deals with his whole legal
Yeah,
battle.
definitely. Yeah, I'm glad that you prefaced that because other than that, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
for the rest of the
You're
video.
seeing, like, bits and pieces of his life and his world. Like, he, you know...
The little girl, does he have a daughter?
I actually don't know.
Okay, I wonder.
Don't know.
I wonder because if it was like a little boy, then it would be like maybe this is this kid that he wishes that he wishes he could have saved from being this.
Right.
But if it's a girl, then maybe he's dealing with all this stuff and he has a daughter at home.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's watching him go through all this. He just slaughtered these people.
Right.
And there she is right behind him.
Well, and that's a theme that shows up in his music about how his, you know, addiction, his things that, you know, he's been very, very popular, but I guess he can't keep that monster tame, keep it under control, and so...
Yeah, well, what if the popularity is the monster?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you think about the fame and stuff. People talk about it all the time. Or you hit back to Tyler writing neon gravestones.
Right.
What ends up, you know, killing these people? Lecrae said one time in one of his songs, he said, "It's the reason why these billionaires blow their brains out." You know, we think that fame is going to fulfill so much inside of us. It's going to bring this peace and this happiness. We're going to have everything we've ever wanted. And then you get there and you find out if you didn't deal with yourself,
Right.
then this money's not going to solve everything. And that's not even, I mean, yeah, that's a coming from a Christian, but I mean, that's widely accepted in a lot of different cultures. And I mean, you even look at people that aren't necessarily believers. I think about J. Cole. He writes all kinds of songs. I think he's the greatest rapper that's ever lived. And for him to write song after song after song saying you cannot find your worth in this fame and this money and all this stuff because I tried that and I got to this and this is what it was trying to do to me. And you see people shout out to ESPN. You see people all the time that go through something like that. And so I really wonder if that's not what he's talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. That's
Golly,
sports.
bro.
What's going on?
Somebody just got traded.
Oh, Thursday Night Football. All right. Yeah, I think that we can do some more Falling in Reverse on the channel. He is fun, especially that "I'm Not a Vampire" song.
I'm
got to
interested
see.
to hear that.
Yeah, you got to see the reconstructed version that he did.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song, actually.
Yeah. And I like that. I like that he's not afraid to. You know, there for a minute, there was like this block where like it was really cool to not be like to be an atheist and like to really, you know, hammer it home, because for the longest time Christianity had been this like really like pressing theme and worldview that everybody kind of said. Now you see that that's not really, you know, we've had that transition into postmodernism. So here we are now, and this was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what? People say they're atheists all the time, but he's still not afraid to I don't know if he's an atheist, but I imagine with him saying, I'm a non-believer, where's your God now? To put that in that music video, I respect it. You know, he's not afraid to put himself out there and to say, this is what I believe, this is how I view the world, because a lot of people are terrified to tell people what they actually think, how they actually feel, because they're so afraid that somebody is going to think negatively of them. And so what's this guy's name?
Ronnie Radke.
Ronnie Radke, I respect you.
Yeah, and I think that he's pointing to, and not to make this into a long theological response, but I feel like he's pointing to a reality that we all experience, which is it's that problem of hiddenness. Like, how can God be good? How can God be present in the midst of the extreme suffering of my life? So he's literally laying out, you know, you see his life in shambles, and he's just saying, this has been my experience. Where is God in that? And so that can be powerful.
Right, and I think, and I may even be reading into this wrong or giving him too much credit. He may not be saying this at all, but if he is recognizing himself, so let's take a step back, right? So you say that, I agree with you 100%. A lot of people have that view. That's one of the most popular rebuttals to God. Where's he at in this, right? So if he's saying that, right, and he's saying, how could this be in the midst of all this? Him calling himself a monster says a lot, because he may even be taking some responsibility for his own actions and stuff. And so, because I think what a lot of people fail to realize is, I think we give too much credit to other things as far as like what got us in the positions that we're in. A lot of times we made decisions to get ourselves in the position that we're in, and then when it all blows up in our face, we want to turn around and blame God for it. And he may be saying to an extent like, hey, you allowed me to go through all this. If you're actually there, what the heck? But also, I know I'm a monster. I've done this and I've done that. I don't know. You could be saying that. And,
I could give thoughts and responses to it.
Go for 3
we
hours
could,
on this.
like, we are seminary students, apologetics majors too. So that means that we think about these thoughts a lot.
I wrote an entire thesis on that exact topic.
Right.
So
if you want to hear our response, you can just hit us up in the comments. We'll be glad to tell you what we think. Yeah. But we're not going to hash it out in this video.
No. If y'all want to talk about it, like if y'all want to get on live and talk about something like that, I would love that.
Hit us up, man.
Yeah, hit us up. Let us know. If we get enough people wanting to do that, we'll do it.
But we want to say that Popular Monster, cool song.
It is a cool song. That was such a wild turn. I'm into horror movies too.
Oh yeah.
Luke is too. So when that happened, I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
That was
intense video.
And hats off to Michael Jackson too, because that's a nod in that direction. I think to turn into a werewolf like that and have that great a CGI.
Oh yeah.
At the time when Thriller came out, that was the most expensive music video.
Really?
Yeah, because of the CGI at the time. You got to think at the time that was movie quality stuff there, and what he did there was good, man.
Tell you what, Falling in Reverse, they constantly put out movie quality music videos.
That is nuts. How did they have the budget for this, gosh? Cool. Well, yes, great song. Looking forward to hearing more of Falling in Reverse.
See, if you guys like what you saw in this video, think about subscribing to the channel. We listen to music. We're musicians. We like listening to music.
We are. And we do. Like, comment, drop a subscribe,
subscribe, and comment.
And we'll see y'all in the next video.
See ya.